Welcome, welcome, ladies. Welcome to She Who Rises Up podcast, a sacred space where two women devoted to love, beauty, and the great mystery of life share their insights, raw truths, lived wisdom. This is a place. This is a place of remembrance and rising, and we would love you to join us as we walk this path together. And here I am with my soul sister Gemma. Hello, Gemma.
Hi, Lara. Hi, everyone.
How are you? Long time no speak. No, there's a
Long
lie.
time no speak, yeah. 2 minutes, less than that. I'm great. I'm feeling great today. And obviously, after our conversation that we always have before recording, the energy rises up between us, hence the name of our podcast. So even better than when I started. Yeah, very good.
Yeah. I feel the same, absolutely. And this is the power, I guess, of speaking to someone else, right? And I guess that's also, although talk therapy, I don't think it's the answer to everything. It does have a really amazing medicine to offer. Like, for example, we could say that the conversation we had earlier on is very much like talk therapy, right?
Yeah, it is. I would say even better, because obviously between us, there is this trust, this confidence, the sisterhood, there's love. Well, at least I love you. I don't know if you love me, but
No, I don't.
there's admiration, there's total trust on the other person, and so that allows you to listen to the other person fully. And if an insight comes to you that you can share to the other person, it comes from that place of total surrender to whatever wants to come through you for your sister. So I would say it's even better than therapy. Much better.
Yeah, absolutely. So, ladies, what we have is something very it's different, right? It's different. The
It's
way that
different. Yeah.
is different, right? So, what we've decided to do today is to invite you to engage with us as much as possible. And the way we're going to do that is through one of the things we know how to do best, which is asking powerful questions. So, what we've done, we've collected, or we have here a series of questions, and I'm going to pick one of the questions. I'm going to ask Gemma to answer that question, then I'm going to answer that question, and then we are going to invite you to answer that question. And for that, you could pause the recording and have a moment to reflect on that. So we wanted to how shall we call this? Is it like a collective group coaching? I guess, right? So that is the intention. So get yourself a comfortable, get a pen and paper, because that is the intention of today. What do you think, Gemma? Anything that you'd like to add?
Well, I think it sounds like fun. Let's see, because we haven't, obviously, we haven't rehearsed anything, so we will see if it's fun or not.
Exactly.
I'm sure
So,
I'm sure it will be.
So we picked eight questions. Let's see how many can we go through. And the idea is, at least for Gemma and I, to be as concise as possible, but still, sharing things, because this is for us too. And then it will be your turn. So shall we start with the first question?
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
The first question is, right. Think of something you are having difficulty moving forward, and imagine, what would you tell someone else to do in the same circumstances?
Okay.
So think of something you are having difficulty moving forward, and imagine, what would you tell someone else to do in the same circumstances?
Okay. Well, two things come to mind. I don't know if to choose one or just go for the two of them. So one is, obviously, I'm in the process of awakening, like many of the women who are listening to us probably are. And the process of awakening for me is basically achieving that a level of quieting of the mind, the dissolving of the ego, and that is a process. So I think I'm already answering the question. It is a process, but there's a part of me that wants to. Okay, I want to reach that level now. But on the other hand, everything I'm doing to get to that is very enjoyable, and we are a process. So the answer to myself would just allow the process. You're doing everything that you that your soul is asking you to do. You're following your soul in whatever it is to follow that path. So just keep doing what you're doing and be patient. So that's it. I think that I've answered my question.
Perfect, perfect. And what would I say? So think of something you're having difficulty moving forward with. Imagine what you tell someone else to do in the same circumstances. The first thing that's coming to mind is space, spaciousness.
Mm.
Um, give it some time, and especially for us women, I would say give it at least a month. You know, if it's something really important that you have to make a decision on and you don't know what to do, so give it a month, because the different energies that we have within ourselves need to be in tune, basically. I'll say that. Give it space, give it some time. And also, do you know, I've been going through some really interesting challenges lately, and things open,
Yeah.
roads open, right?
Mm.
When I also get myself out of the way. So it's when I'm wanting to
Mm.
control the circumstances, or
Yeah. Yeah.
that I'm creating more resistance. So
Mm.
element there of catching yourself if you are in that controlling mode, and which is not easy if you don't know how that looks like, right? Because you might think that, oh, well, this is normal what I'm doing, when many times that normal is actually not that really normal. Yeah, it's more control based rather than than faith based or trust based. So yeah, but wait a month, give yourself some space. And something else that's coming to mind, which I would give myself, I would tell myself, is if I'm not 100% sure about it, but knowing that it's coming from my highest neutral and balanced space, don't act on it.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So I check with myself, where is this coming from? Is it coming from a place of balance? For example, if I need to make a decision, is it coming from a place of balance? Is it coming from a place of integrity? Is it coming from my best place? And if it's crystal clear, then that is the road, the path to follow. And if it's muddy, I don't do anything yet.
Awesome.
No?
Awesome. Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So, dear listeners, if you want to stop the video or the audio now and answer that question, and let's see, what would you suggest? So let's move on now to the next question. And the next question is, oh, okay. When did you last do something which scared you a bit?
Okay.
When did you last do something that scared you a bit?
Yeah. But that was yesterday. And well, I've just relaunched a podcast in Spanish that I had with you originally, which was called Ella Consciente. Now it's been reborn and it's called Ella Cósmica. She's cosmic. And the day it was reborn, I was really excited. It was all aligned, all the planetary alignments, blah, blah, blah. And then the next day, the fear kicked in again. Oh, well, I'm not sure, blah, blah, blah. You know, all that blah, blah, blah of your mind. So what I did yesterday that was really scary was to share it with two people that I know well, or the two sisters that I feel safe with. And even though they are your safe people, your sisters, I was really scared, really scared. Listen, I've done this. This is my latest creation. I would love to interview you. And it was really scary. It was really scary to overcome the shame that came. I don't know why. And the fear. And I did it. Okay, so today I did a little step forward and I created a group in WhatsApp. I invited two people, you one of them, obviously. And every day I do a little, I don't know why that fear came. I think I don't know why, because it's not, the content is not going to come from my old self, which is more ego self. It's going to come more from other place. And I think that's where the fear comes in, because I will have to launch myself into that void and allow the information to penetrate me instead of coming through me from what I already know. So it sounds very, very silly to listen to myself feeling that it feels fearful, but it is what it is. So yeah, yesterday, that's the answer.
Very interesting, right? Which actually brings us humanity to our humanity.
Yeah,
Brings humanity to our humanity, right?
yeah.
That even if we've been on this road for God knows
Gosh.
how long,
Yeah,
these situations as small and minimal, because you've done in the eyes of others things that are way much scarier that they would
exactly.
never
Yeah,
ever do even in their
yeah,
lives. Yet
yeah.
very interesting.
Exactly. I used to be able to pick a camera and do a video live in Facebook when people were not doing that. I've done a summit when people weren't doing summits. What's the fear about? But yeah, it's coming from another place of more authenticity, of more integrity, of more connection with the divine. So it does feel a little bit scary. Yeah.
Yeah. And when did you last do something which scared you a bit? Every time I sit with plants, for
Wow.
every time I sit with plants, it's like, oof. So this morning, for example, right, that I took some hape that I don't take for granted, because I've been, yeah, put on my knees even with hape. So yeah, whenever I work with plants, yeah, there is an element of, oof, okay.
Mhm.
Mm. Um, and definitely the last time I took some psilocybin mushrooms, that was, whoa, yeah, 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 definitely plants.
Mhm. It's interesting that because I mean, we do it in spite of fear, which is, I think, what the question wants to take us to
Mm.
in a way. Because yesterday was very fearful, but I knew it was a safe environment. Like your plans, is going to be good for you, and you do it because something greater than you ask you to do it. But still, there's fear.
Yeah,
There's still, there is this fear of surrendering to something greater than us to that bring the fear. I think if it was the ego would be delighted to just be seeing and do the things that it needs to do.
yeah. And something that I have noticed, especially cruising the portal of premenopause,
Mm.
that I became more fearful to things.
Ah.
Yeah, very strange. So I think it must be hormonal or something. I don't know. But
Okay.
at one point, I was even scared of driving.
Yeah, that happened to me too. Yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
so I was scared of, I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
because like I've been driving for freaking
yeah,
like
yeah,
20 plus years of my life. And
yeah.
then was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year, the year before, that all of a sudden getting the car was like, oof, and getting in or driving in the motorway was like, whoa,
Mm.
something scary for me. But yeah, I thought to share
Wow.
that as well.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Because that happened to me too. In fact, I was quite a lot of time without driving, and I've driven everywhere in Spain, the UK, different side of the road, and that happened to me. I was without driving for a few years because I was scared
Mm, mm.
at the time of the perimenopause. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so if you want to pause, sisters, if you want to pause to answer that question for yourself. And also, I'd like to add another question within that question, and that is, what can you learn from it? What can you learn from it? What can you learn from it? So you've done something that scared you a bit, and what did you learn from that experience? Okay, next question. What qualities do you have which you value? This is beautiful. What
Okay.
qualities do you have which you value?
Okay. Well, I value a lot that I'm committed and devoted. Is a word that we like a lot recently, don't we? Devoted to consciousness, to the transformation, the growth, the studying of conscious subjects, the talking about it. Is what I do all day long. I don't do anything else, and everything I do or everything I speak to, I speak about those things, and I like that about me. I'm aware that not many people will like that. That's why I only have a few friends, but that's what I value most about me. Yes.
Yeah.
Other things, the ability to forgive and forget, to overcome things quickly. More and more, the more I work on myself, When I see something that could have been traumatic or cause some, oh, now I have to go on to this transformation. It's going to take me weeks, but now you see it and you don't need to bash into it. You just let it go. You have seen it, well, let it go. Next thing. So that flexibility and ability to change, I would say.
Mm.
And that's it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
How about you?
And yeah, and from my perspective, I love my ability, oh, I love my quality of beauty.
No,
That yeah, beauty is it's and I like it how I create beauty and the the energy that comes with it, or the uh sensitivity as well that comes with it. That I love that so much. My sense of integrity. I'm very proud as well to say that I do my best. And I say I do my best. It doesn't mean that I do it all the time, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I don't even know when I'm out of integrity unless I catch myself,
Mm-hmm.
which I caught myself. Yesterday was one of those examples when I caught myself when I was about to be out of integrity. So, I was able to rectify the
Mm-hmm.
situation. And then at the back of this comment right now is yeah, truth. Truth finder, truth seeker. I like that. That's one quality which I value. And I do my best as well to lead by example. I do my best. And that's something that I learned from my people leadership days. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And also, and this is I know that's for both of us, that we do our best as well to show up from love.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To show up from love.
Yeah.
um which it doesn't mean that that might be how the other person or the end user might perceive it, right? Because sometimes we have
Exactly.
the best
Mhm.
intentions,
Yeah.
but the result might not be positive for the other person, right? So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm becoming more and more conscious, and conscious, but also, what's the word, give me a second, convinced that the intention we put to things are equally or more important than the result itself.
Beautiful.
Intention, right?
Beautifully
So,
said. Mm.
okay, sister. So you know the drill by now. Yeah, pause the audio, and whenever you're ready, you can come back to it. Right. So we're going to continue with another one. Okay. What have you got that you want more of? How can you get it? So
Okay.
what have you got right now that you want more of, and how can you get it?
Okay. What have I got right now that I want more of, and how can I get it? Well, in this very moment, I've got everything I need. I was gonna say more love, but uh, there is nothing I need. No, I don't need anything
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
right now.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And it's true. It's totally true. I'm searching. I could say more money. I could say, but really, I don't. I
Mm.
don't.
Mm.
No, that's my answer. And there's nothing I need.
Okay. And for me, it's actually going back to Spain and being with the dogs.
Oh, beautiful. And the cats.
And like yeah, because it's a team of girls anyway, so
Yeah.
it's I call them the girls. I've got two elderly puppies and a cat. Used to be my mom's pets. So,
And your daddy, of course.
and dad, sure. Yesterday in Spain is Father's Day, you know?
Oh yeah.
Father's Day. So, oh, for sure, for sure. No, jokes aside, absolutely. My dad and the girls are very important to me.
And the
Absolutely.
beautiful office that you created there for yourself. You're
Absolutely.
creating spaces.
My sacred space in there, which I don't have here in London. Here I have other things, but it's very interesting that you have beauty in both places. And sometimes I would love to, or I fantasize with the idea of having everything in one place rather than a bit there and a bit here, but for now, this is what we have, and that's fine. Okay.
That's your life. That's your life as a Libra, as your ascendant. So
okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's
because that's correct. Somebody is almost an astrologer.
Yeah, well, I finished my course. That doesn't mean I'm an astrologer yet, but yeah, it will happen one day.
By the way, when am I gonna have a full proper reading? Not
Oh,
bits,
you will.
bits here and there, like a proper reading.
Oh, you will. I was gonna use your case for my my final. I have to do a case study to finish the course, but one of the guidelines is that it cannot be someone you know very well. So okay, I cannot do it, but that's okay because then I will have more practice to do yours even better.
Oh, can't wait, can't wait. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue. Let's give the ladies actually a moment to pause.
Oh yes.
And let's continue. Oh, okay. What are you assuming about yourself that is holding you back? What are you assuming about yourself that is holding you back?
What a good question. Bloody hell. I hate it.
Powerful, huh? It's very powerful. It's an innocent coaching question. Yeah, right.
I'm hot. I'm thinking I'm going to have to take my sweater off. Okay, what am I holding back that is...
What are you assuming about yourself that is holding you back?
That is holding me back. Okay. I am assuming that my ego is so big that I cannot get rid of it. And that's not true because the ego is something that doesn't exist. It's something I created. But it is holding me back. I'm also assuming that I don't like this. No, how the people feel when we ask them questions. Okay, I'm moving in my chair.
Yeah.
I'm also assuming that maybe, no, that's interesting. I said before I don't need anything, and that came from truth. But maybe assuming that I don't need anything, who knows? Maybe that's holding me back for not getting more, or not. Maybe it's opening the door to more. I have no idea, but it could
Something
be.
different. Yeah.
But could be. So yeah, what else I'm assuming from myself? I don't know. I think I need a minute to come down.
Yeah.
There's definitely something else that want to come out, but I don't know what it is. Oh shit! Oh, sorry. I know. I know, and it's something that you tell me a lot of times. You told me the other day. When are you gonna realize that? Okay, so what's holding me back is the belief that I'm not ready, or I'm not good enough, or well, no, that's not true. I'm not good enough, no, but I'm not ready, or that I'm not sufficiently connected to whatever. Yeah, let's leave it there. That I'm not ready. So I will explore more later. Doesn't. I don't know what else to say, but definitely that. There's something holding me back, some belief, whatever it is. Let's say that I'm not ready. That is holding me back. Yes. And I need more. I need more. And now I'm gonna do this course. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna wait more time. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's powerful, huh? It's like I'm struggling with this question. I'm struggling. What are you assuming about yourself that is holding you back? Oh, for sure, a few things. Some that maybe I'll keep it private for now. And but what I would like to share, what am I assuming about myself that's holding me back? Yeah, do you know, this is big actually for me. This is
Wow.
I'm assuming that my spiritual life, or the fact that I'm out there talking about spirit and talking about spirituality or whatever, that is going to impact my work
In a negative way, you mean?
in a negative way.
Wow. Mhm.
In a negative way. So
Mhm.
call this, some people call it the witch wound, you know. So we could call it the witch wound. Like if you come out as your true self, you're gonna be, you know, you're gonna be punished, basically,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
this is something that although I have worked on that and I'm more comfortable with it, and if anything, an experience I had last year taught me that my spiritual life is for me only. It's not something that I need to talk about. But at the same time, because of the work that I do and the depth of the work that I do, it has to come from the deepest place, that at least the way I understand it right now, it comes beyond the physical life, right? Like, for example, all these insights that I got when I sat with ayahuasca, or I sit with different types of medicines. Yeah, as if sitting with the ayahuascas of the world is going to make you less of a professional.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, very interesting. Yeah,
Very interesting. Very
yeah,
interesting.
very interesting, right? Yeah, I thought I had worked on that, but there's
Yeah.
still something there.
Yeah, same here. I wasn't expecting to get that about myself either. But I think that in a way they're very similar,
Um,
yours and mine. And it's funny because what the world needs more right now, and I'm not saying this with a reason, is more spirituality, more love, more softness, more water, more and I don't mean that more rain. It's just the water as in the
Water energy, right? The flow,
that's it.
the emotions, more the
Yes.
human aspect of life rather
Yeah.
than the energy of industrialization and capitalism.
That's
You know,
it.
so we need
Yeah.
that
We need that sensitive energy, the feminine energy at the end of
oh,
the
for
day.
sure, 1000%.
And I think we both believe that the future is feminine. So what the
Mm,
hell are we waiting for? I mean,
mm,
we're doing this podcast, okay, but
yeah, yeah.
whatever is holding us back obviously comes from that energy that works against the feminine to rise. So it's good that we see it.
Wow.
It's good.
Holy
It's good that we
shit.
see it. It's good that we see it because if
Oh.
it's stopping us, it's stopping many other women.
And if it's stopping us, it means that is not something is not flowing through us either,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So it's our responsibility as well to
Yeah.
clear that and see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I commit to looking into it. I commit to it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I commit.
Me too.
Okay, sisters, so take a moment to pause. We still have some time for at least a couple of more questions. And the question is, okay, so we have three. Actually, you choose one, two, or three.
Okay. Two.
One, two. All right. What is the best thing that could happen to you this year?
But I wake up and get my mind to shut up. And when I say my mind, is that part of your mind, obviously not all mind, because there's some parts of the minds that we need to function every day. But there is a part of our mind that keeps telling us, um, reminding us of the past or what you should be doing or you're not good enough or whatever. That inner critical, that inner abuser in a way, that I want to get rid of, or at least shut it down. That would be the best thing that happened to me this year. And I wish that to everyone as well. I think there's a beautiful life after that.
I was telling you earlier on, I was sharing with you that last night, literally, this voice in my head, like I had to say, "Hey, can you shut up now?
Can't sleep, you
Can I,
say.
can I go to sleep?" So it was I mean, it's the first time I experienced. I don't know if what was that about, but I'm like, hey, or maybe because I've been inspired by your journey of doing or walking the path of managing your thoughts, right? Or building a better relationship or deeper relationship with your thoughts, right? So thoughts doesn't take over us.
Mhm.
And I know very well that thoughts are a form of energy,
Yeah,
and it's a muscle that needs to be
exactly.
right.
Mm.
So yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, we identify with them. I have a thought and it's mine, but it's not. They belong to the field of consciousness, and just they happen to land onto you.
Yeah.
Um, and it distracts you from what you're doing. It distracts you from having a wonderful life, of being connected with your source, of being doing whatever you're doing. When suddenly you get a thought about your ex or your mother when she died, or whatever it is, and it takes you out of your center. So yeah, it is a muscle. It's hard. It's hard for me. It's been, yeah, it's not easy, but yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And for me, what's the best thing that could happen to me this year? For me, it has something to do with the family business, you know.
Mm.
So, yeah, for clarity, because you know there is a situation in there um, that, yeah, it's keeping us a little bit awake
Mhm.
and vigilant. So I wish peace and I wish
Mm.
clarity, and that the path opens for all involved, especially my dad. So that's what I wish for this year.
Beautiful. I wish that for you.
Amen. Yeah. Okay, let's take a moment, sisters, if you want to stop this recording. Okay, we're going to continue now. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and a miracle has occurred. Describe your day from the moment you open your eyes.
Describe my day.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wake up and suddenly I realize that my mind is not talking to me, which is great. And I don't know what that state is because I've experienced it very little. So that's great. And then I come out and the whole house is clean. Somebody came and cleaned it all. And I live in the countryside, and I don't really do much outside. So everything is a bit wild at the moment. Let's put it that way. I leave nature takes its course. But that day, somebody came and suddenly I have a beautiful garden outside, all tidied up and clean and beautiful, lots of flowers, and somebody looks after for me. And then I go to the kitchen and there's breakfast prepared, beautiful table full of beautiful things and coffees and cakes and omelets. And wow. And I don't know who that one is, but I can imagine who that is. And yeah, the day goes on very, very happily, doing the things I love doing, like doing my podcasts and studying, and there's no worries. It just flow and beauty, and there's no mind going on and on. There's just beautiful and peaceful and amazing. And there's someone there. I can't see him, but oh, him, okay, but he's he's somewhere there. So yeah, that's it.
It's going to be him in the future. We need to talk about that at some point. We need to talk about open that portal at some point, you know, the portal of him.
Portal of him. I wasn't expecting that to be imagining, but never mind. There we go. Oh, the cats are there as well, obviously. The cats. Yeah, my
And
cat.
the cats, but this is the power of these questions, right? And this is why I believe there are some questions. I call them portal questions because literally they
Mhm.
take you on a journey, right? And then there's a beauty.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was seeing the garden and oh yeah, it's magic. Yeah, magic. Magically. No, no, somebody did it. Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And for me, imagine you wake up tomorrow and a miracle has occurred. Describe your day from the moment you open your eyes. I mean, for me, the miracle would be is related to the previous question where there is the path, the roads have opened up, and there is a specifically with these businesses, the family businesses, things are where it's supposed to be when there is harmony with all family members, and 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 from more of a personal perspective, yeah, the mind, yes, the mind, yeah. I'm resonating with that. So there is a better relationship with thoughts and and this feeling of not being here nor there.
Mm.
So there's more stability, I guess. There's more stability.
Mm.
Um, yeah. Oh, I could go on and on. Yeah, this is like the tip of the tip for me. Um, okay, we'll leave it here. We'll leave it here. But it's a beautiful. Yeah, I think I'm going to journal on this
Mhm.
particular
Okay.
um on this particular question.
And I think we have to do a podcast on thought and the mind and
Yeah, 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 yeah,
how to support people to get the mind a bit more quieter or calmer or
yeah.
manage the thoughts. I don't know, maybe put a bit of thought in
Oh,
doing something like that.
100%. I would love, love, love that because I think it's going to be great for us as well, you know, to put in words what we know, what has worked
Mhm.
for us, what hasn't worked, where we are on our journeys,
Yeah,
what is it that we're exploring, how, any
yeah.
tools, and oh, I think it's brilliant. I think it's
Mm.
brilliant. And at the right time, him.
Okay. What do you mean? In what way?
I don't know. We have to talk about him. I mean, him as in him in capital letters,
Okay.
right? At the right time. At the right time. We know that we're not, you know, we are going through very beautiful journeys of what we call the inner union,
Yes.
right? And it's very related. I'm being very quick to be on you know on purpose. Very related to the conversation we had
Previous. Yeah.
previously, right? But I think we need a little bit more time still on
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
because it's
And
deep.
that conversation, I was going, no way, I'm so okay on my own, blah, blah, blah. And yeah,
And the him appeared here.
the little, the little question, and he comes out. Okay, he's buried in my subconscious.
Very interesting, very interesting, very interesting. Okay, the last question.
Okay.
Write a list, although for us it's not going to be a list, but for our listeners, write a list of all the things you love doing. How often do you do them? How can you do them more often? So for us would be, what are the top three things that we love doing? How often do we do them? And how can we do them more often?
Okay. Well, I love studying, and I do that all the time. Yeah, most days, I would say, not all the time, but most days I am studying something. I love reading, and obviously, because I'm studying, I get to read what I'm studying, and I get to read other things less, but that's okay. I also find time to read other things. And what else? Um, well, I'm finding lately that I love singing, and I'm singing quite a lot. But maybe yeah, I could do more. I could do more. Maybe just sing all day, get up and start singing right away. Maybe that's a way of stopping the mind. If I'm singing, I can't think, right? So how can I do that more? Be more conscious and just sing. Get a list of songs that I like, that I would like to sing, learn them, and just sing them all day. I like sing songs that bring the vibe up and keep me happy. Um, so yeah, that's a great idea. Spend the day singing.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
How about you?
Oh, I have a list, darling. I have a list.
Woo!
of things.
I bet
I
you
have
do.
so many things I love doing. I love they're all creative. I love belly dancing. I love belly dancing. I love it. I
Didn't
love it.
know that.
Oh, I love it so much. I mean, I believe that belly dancing, although of course coming from an Arab background, belly dancing
Yeah,
is not exactly considered very well in
yeah.
those lands. From my perspective, the essence of belly dancing is very much a dance to the goddess, is a dance to
Oh,
honor,
wow.
yeah, is a dance to honor the your fertility
Mm. Mhm.
with you, and that means also honoring your womb space Hence the reason of there is a lot of movements as well with your with your hips, lots of hips movement, right?
Mhm.
So it's a beautiful honoring to that. And I always recommend that if you want to connect with your own divinity, with your own feminine, and from an energetic perspective, belly
Mm,
dancing is one of the best
okay.
dances that exist. And if you want, for example, to connect to the wild woman within, then flamenco. Flamenco. So belly dancing is one of the I love playing tennis. And I adore playing tennis, and I don't do it often enough. Right now my racket is in Spain, so when I go back to Spain, I would join a club for sure. And you know what I love doing? Secondhand shopping, going to charity shops, especially here in the UK. I freaking love going to.
Oh, the UK is the place for that. Yeah.
I love it so much. These you find some really beautiful, adorable things. I love that. I love that, and
Portobello Market. Wow. Yeah.
yeah. I haven't been to Portobello like for at least
Mm.
few years, few years. So yeah, belly dancing. Now I'm getting, I'm loving back. I say I'm loving back because I first started playing the guitar when I was 16,
Mhm.
but it wasn't until last year when I took the guitar again. So I would love to focus on that. Yeah,
Okay.
on guitar, playing guitar. Photography is something else that I love so much. I have a professional camera, and
God, you're so good at it. Yeah,
yeah,
not knowing the technique. I'm talking about building the scene for the picture. Yeah, I put a comment on your Facebook yesterday, on your Instagram. I don't know if you saw it. It's just amazing how much beauty in one picture with just maybe a flower and a container or a vase or whatever.
yeah.
Oh, you have such a gift there. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. So this is all part of creating beauty for me,
Yeah.
So there is an eye for beauty. So I would love to go sometimes and just. I used to do that before. I'll get the camera, I just go somewhere and start taking
Wow.
pictures. So this is something that I haven't done for a very long time. So this is a good reminder,
Mm.
for me in this case to do it. So thank you for this container. Thank you for this reminder. So actually, we've managed to do all the questions.
Wow, that was fun.
Fun.
Had to take my jumper off, started sweating. Jesus, that freaking question got me off center.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm tempted to do? Do you know what I'm
What?
tempted? I'm
What?
tempted to take another random question.
I knew it. Venga, Louis, let's do
Yeah,
it.
shall we do a
Yeah,
random question, right? So
come
you
on.
don't know
Come
this
on.
question?
Yes,
Okay,
let's
give
do
us.
it.
Oh, you won't believe it. Actually, one just flew just like that
Wow, I
out of the
saw
deck.
it. I saw it.
Oh my God, what a
Oh,
beautiful question.
okay.
Oh my God, what a beautiful question to close this episode. Can't be any
Okay.
more perfect than that. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you. And that is, if you could give yourself a gift, what would it be?
Oh, wow. If I could give myself a gift, shit, I can think of anything. Hang on. Okay, well, I'm gonna repeat myself, but the gift of awakening and having a quiet mind. But I'm gonna think of something else. If I could give myself a gift, that would be a life full of wonder. A life full of wonder. Wonder and
I'm going to
magic.
say, for me, a life full of magic.
Wonder and magic.
Wonder and magic are the same, actually.
Yeah.
So, ladies, if you could give yourself a gift, what would it be? And by the way, I'm going to go and get myself some roses as well now. So
Wow.
we need fresh roses.
Do you need fresh roses?
We need fresh roses. Okay, beloveds. I hope that you loved this setup. I don't know if you're going to do it again, so let us know if you liked it. If you'd like us to do this again with different type of questions that will help stimulate all of us here, right? And go deep. So as this conversation is coming now to a close, if this space speaks to you, please do share it with another woman who is also ready to rise. And if you want to get in touch, absolutely please do. Would love to hear your feedback. And until next time, keep rising.
Thank you, Lara.